Yo, sexy Binks.
Woo!
It's that
Hoping
beautiful,
Barbara
beautiful,
may or may not be there.
that beautiful, beautiful man, Matt Lind, and myself, your King Ginger, kicking it on a 10 a.m. on a Sunday morning,
Woo!
um, with some wonder and glory that is Hard Times 1987 Daddy. Um, as I was saying, though, Matt, in our previous conversation before we kick the stream off,
Yes.
I would suggest you and David do a virtual table,
Yeah.
and at least give the folks in the consortium and all of those beautiful, beautiful people that you associate with online a chance to do that, is to maybe look at your wares and make some offers. Because if it's me and I can get a similar price from someone who follows the channel, and puts their time and a lot of their energy and effort into what you guys do, and they're going to kick the same price over to you, if not a little bit more, then hell yeah. I
Yeah.
would sell to them before I would sell to someone who wants to play games.
Oh yeah. No, I just some of the shit's too big. I don't want to ship it.
Media shipping is what it would have to be. I've gotten some wild stuff shipped.
Like, I don't want to ship this. It's ridiculous.
I mean, it ain't gonna be cheap, but that's why you got to build that shipping cost in.
Oh, I mean, no, you
know. Shaggy!
know.
This
Morning,
is
Shaggy.
for you, Shaggy.
Oh.
All right. So
Yeah.
I believe we have some things we were. Oh, my voice is all of a sudden. We have some things that we were trying to get accomplished here. I think we're finally good. I did want to change Midnight Rider because I had a thought. And
Okay.
It just ended up being a story down the line. I remember watching and enjoying the Watchmen miniseries on HBO.
Yeah.
I am kind of turning into. I turned into Terry Funk last night while talking to my wife, and I decided that voice is getting busted out in DNO. All of a sudden, for some reason, I went, and that's when I went down over to the refrigerator and I dropped a whole water bottle on my foot, and I said, "God damn it, Bret Hart, your mother's a whore," which was a line Terry Funk spoke on WWF TV. Which is wild to me. But I really like the idea that that Rorschach had been co-opted into like a basically white supremacist movement.
Yes.
Did you watch that series?
Oh yeah.
It was really good. So I was thinking, like, what if a group of shitbags co-opted the Midnight Rider into a?
Oh.
So I was going to change this from Midnight Rider to Yellow Dog.
I mean, there's a ton of characters. I mean, that's that.
Yeah, the Boogie Woogie. Is it the Boogie Woogie Man?
I don't know.
It was God, what is his name all of a sudden?
Jimmy Valiant.
Jimmy Valiant had a one like that. Of course, Ronnie Garvin had the cross-dressing one.
Yes.
There was a whole bunch like that. I can't even name them all. Stagger Lee was the one that Junkyard Dog did, and then
Jim, I did it a few times. Yeah.
There's been a lot of those. Midnight Rider, though, because it's Death Day, and Death Day becomes like this big bad. He becomes the pinnacle of all that is good in the world, Daddy, when he reaches through from the afterlife like a fourth ghost, like Qui-Gon Jinn.
Well, I also
I do love the idea of Dusty being like Qui-Gon Jinn. Dusty the fourth ghost like Qui-Gon Jinn. He like that Liam Neeson just telling you from beyond.
the Boogie Woogie Man was
that was Jimmy Valiant.
Yeah, he was Yellow Dog was used by Pillman and Wyndham.
Yeah.
The Jimmy Valiant was Charlie Brown from Out of Town.
Ah, that's what it was. I love that name, Charlie Brown from Out of Town.
But yes, he didn't shave his beard or cut his hair, so. And yeah, Mr. JL.
And then Mr. JL. Mr. America. The list goes on and on. That is a huge wrestling trope.
I was thinking, yeah, those. What is it? I want to say it was the Final Crisis, where Darkseid had those like helmets or whatever that like took over your mind.
Mm-hmm.
Part of me likes the idea of VKM3 having just like machines masks that does that.
Oh my God! Yes. Okay. Hold on. Yeah, VKM is basically Darkseid in some ways. He's not a nihilist. He's not Thanos. He wants complete obedience.
Yes. Increase work rate for the machine. Yeah, I like that even better because you can still get the stupid like Piper machine, Giant machine, Hogan machine.
Sometimes, like I know we're not working on exactly what we said we were going to work on, but I love like just like when ideas start to flow like this. It really, really, really makes me very excited. Where's my increase the view size?
There it is.
Boom. I misspelled subjugation. Huge fucking shock there. So what would you say they worship of Dusty's? Would it be the Bunkhouse Stampede boot? When did the Bunkhouse Stampede happen? Is there a shitty wrestler who traveled? Dick Murdoch. Dickie and I had to split because Dickie and I did not share the same values. You see, Dickie could not get away from the Southern life and the beers. Dickie had problems with folks of the American dream embraces.
Let's see here. I was gonna say, when did let's see here. Okay, Akeem didn't become Akeem till '88, but I mean that was basically Dusty.
See, I keep thinking of Akeem as OMAC. The Akeem, our one man gang literally just absorbs an entire gang and becomes a one man army.
OMAG.
OMAG is great. When did the Bunkhouse Stampede take place?
According to the chat, 88.
Ah, God damn it. Okay, we can't use that then.
Yeah.
What?
Well, okay, so wait a second here. 85.
Oh, okay. Who is known World United in the chat? Is that you, Beard?
So they did the Bunkhouse Stampedes in 85 and 86, but it wasn't like a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a regular battle royale where wrestlers wore bunkhouse gear to the match and weapons were allowed. So.
All right. Oh God, I'm just. I am flipping out here. The awesomeness. Okay, let me save this real quick. Browse. Desktop. Prep Boys. Hard Times. T 1987 idea file. I'll move this over to the Dropbox once we're done.
Okay.
Man, so good. As I loudly slurp coffee.
Nothing wrong with that.
I'm struggling today bad.
Well, that's I got to drop right at 11 anyway, and we're going to go to the movies. So.
Oh, what are you going to see?
We're going to go see Nope.
For great things. I know a lot of people said it's his most divisive movie, but
I've definitely heard that as well, but I still want to see it. So
people whose opinions I trust said it is an Amblin style movie with a more of a horror bend, and it's done extremely well. So that to me is extremely appealing.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what he's got in store. Cause just some of the stuff I've heard about, like, oh, this scene's like a direct reference to freaking Akira, and this is this, and it's like, okay, I'm into that.
He's a writer and director, I think, that takes his influences, wears them on his sleeve, but at the same time manipulates them in such a way that they still remain recognizable, but they morph into something truly his own. I was very frustrated that his Twilight Zone was not good, because I thought this is a perfect vehicle for his process. But I also think he wasn't. Someone pointed out he may not have been the writer; he was just a producer.
Oh, okay.
But I'm a big fan. Jordan Peele does absolutely fascinating horror and sci-fi to a degree, but horror I think is his wheelhouse. All right, so I kind of want to move these ones we couldn't find. Or we were having problems getting moves for down into the finishers.
Yeah.
And we still need to complete those, but I'm going to put him right after a real rock and roller.
Yeah, he was an executive producer, but he didn't direct any of it.
Okay. I know he was kind of in the Rod Sterling.
Yeah, he was the host and an executive producer.
Okay. Well, that explains a lot then, because I was like, man, this is not what I would have expected from him.
Yeah, he helped develop it, but yeah, he didn't direct any of it. So, but I suppose time-wise, like that's a lot of work.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, well, so we still need to figure that out. But folks in the chat, if you have ideas for kind of just world building, I guess, is kind of what we're doing today. It feels like. In fact, I'm going to remove some of this world building that was up here, I think, and move it.
Went to the other one?
Yeah. Try to clean this document up just a bit. All of this. So I sent this in our chat the other day.
Mm-hmm.
It was last night. If you get a chance, I want you to watch Dungeon Dad's video on the Bagman.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. It seemed interesting.
Yeah, it's terrifying. It's perfect. I'm putting in a DNO, and I might drop hints of it into Chaos Scar. And I've decided that the Bagman's dimension, because the guy who Dungeon Dad is like talking about how he envisions it like the back rooms. And I was like, oh, I'm not seeing it as the back rooms. In my head, I'm seeing it as like this infinite mall. and it's full of every item that's been lost inside of a bag of holding or in a bag of
There was
and that the Bagman isn't one singular entity, it's a group of things called the Bagmen.
so there was that reminds me of it was a Neil Stevenson book, and it was just like an aside, and one of the characters was like, going into a Walmart, and he was like, there's a part, he's like, I know it's not real, but it feels like there's only one Walmart in the world, and all the buildings that we go into are just the portal that take us to the one Walmart.
So that's the whole thing with the Bagman is it's like the book that it's in is I think it's in the Ravenloft book, or it's either in like the Domains of Dread book that came afterwards, and it's not statted out.
Oh,
it's just like, here's this idea, we don't even know if it's real. Like, it's either something that's really going on, or it's like an urban legend in
right.
the world. So like one thing I do like about Dungeon Dad is he'll take old stuff and he'll I already had One Man Gang as like OMAC in here.
You did, because it's great.
God damn it, we're gonna change it to one and we need a word for what starts with A. Angry Gang.
Amalgamated.
I like amalgamated, right? Awesome.
Yeah, think of an apocalyptic.
Oh man, ooh, that's tough. I like amalgamated a lot.
Both of them sound appropriately Kirby, but
all right. So the thing with the Bagman I'm really enjoying is it's kind of got the Bloody Mary thing. Like if you open your bag of holding, if you have one and says "Follow my voice, follow my voice, follow my voice," the Bagman will show up. Also, this idea that there's not one Bagman.
Yeah.
That there might be a Bagman for every bag, and that the Bagman is an adventurer who, in the middle of a battle where his entire group of adventurers were being slaughtered, thought he could survive by climbing into his bag of holding, and then got lost in this thing, and then kind of basically went nuts and mutated into this deal. Also, the idea that the developers of that thing just were trying to find an interesting way to change what they called like, oh, it's a troll encounter.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a troll, and then we were like, we can do better. And then they came up with this thing that just absolutely fascinated people. So
there was a whole like arc in the Knights of the Dinner Table comic where they got a bunch of money. And one of the guys was like, all right, I'm just going to spend it all on supplies and hire a bunch of like vassals. And then I'm going to put them in this bag of holding. So if I need them, I can just, if I need all this stuff or I need somebody to help me out, I can just, open this bag of holding. And then he forgot about it.
And they died?
No. So
there's only so much air in a bag of holding. That's the thing.
Well, I think they hand waved that a little bit, and then it was like years later. He's like, they were in like a shitty situation. He's like, oh, that bag of holding. Like he looked through his list of gear, and he's like, oh, I still have that. And he opened it up, and the DM is like, yeah, you left them in there with all this like food and supplies and stuff. They built the kingdom, and they fucking hate you.
Oh my god, that's amazing! It's like there's an entire. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah,
that
it was Bag World.
Yeah. That was the thing too, as he said at the end of his video, he was like, this might also be a good way to have your players who abuse things like portable hole. Like they open a portable hole and they've been shoving everything they find in there.
Yeah.
And the Bagman is in there waiting. I was like, God damn it, that's a good idea. So yeah, Bagman is coming. Bagman is coming. He's like a dude in God, I can't think it all today. In a famous TV show on HBO. Omar's coming. I can't think of it right
Oh,
now.
The Wire.
The Wire. So Ryan had to make a new character because he was going to play his old character Chicken.
Could he also be like the Spot from Spider-Man comics, the Bagman?
A little bit. He like can fit into any spots. Like he dislocates his joints and he's all long.
Okay, so, but he isn't like he can't just like if you try and punch him, like it goes into the bag of holding and then comes out behind you or something.
No, but
That would be rad. But
there's a thing called the Fetch that is like that from second edition that I also am bringing in. And the last thing I saw him do a video on that I'm using is the Ragamuffin. And the Ragamuffin is a pile of clothes that, because its proximity to magic, becomes sentient. And the Ragamuffin, some of them are good, some of them are neutral, and some of them are evil. But the big thing is they want to possess a body. Because they can like stand up and do their own thing, but they can't communicate that way. They can't fulfill their needs and their wants. So they want to be worn. Yes, exactly, Shaggy. That's also an old Outer Limits episode.
Oh, yeah.
The Simpsons were riffing on. But it's a really, really interesting idea. I'm thinking, too, with the Bagman, there's going to be people in the mall. There's survivors. Like, because the Bagman, that's what they do. They grab somebody and they take them to, I'm calling it the Between, and no one knows what happens. And they always leave a magic item behind. And the guy was saying, is that like a gift? Is that like a I'm sorry? Or is that like a calling card? What is this thing that happens? And why are they taking them? Because the thing is like that the original Bagman, kind of the mythology they were building was all he wants to do is go home. And that's why he keeps popping out of different bags. He's trying to find his way home. But the guy who does the video said, well, what if the Between is actually a domain of dread? What if it is actually like that's his punishment for cowardice? So he can travel around and do this. He's got like a floating domain of dread, but he can never go home. That's the key. He will never get home. All right. Let's get back to this. I got way off track.
No, that's you're excited about something.
Who was Terry Taylor playing in 1988? Was he Red Rooster at this time, or was he the Future Man thing he was doing?
Terry Taylor. $1987. Let's see here. He was with Crockett. I think he was just Terry Taylor.
Okay. So he didn't have that cool like Future Man thing. Where the future Terry was like his manager and they had a computer at ringside and everything. I loved that.
I don't think that was. Let's see here.
No, it looks like he was in World Class. I was 88. 87, he was in Jim Crockett.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't.
Olaf's.
Yeah, it looks like he was just there really briefly and didn't really have much going on gimmick wise, at least for what I'm seeing.
What about the Russians? We haven't talked much about the Russians. They were in Mid-South in 87. I kind of want to give the Russians have them as, since it's in the 80s, they would still be like villains.
Oh yeah.
So what do we want to call, like, what would be a good name for an area like that you'd have to travel to? What was the farms? Russian farm during communism.
Yeah,
there was a particular name. collective farming.
Yeah.
So we'll just call it the collect. We'll call it the collective.
Okay.
It also is a nice, like, kind of nod to modern wrestling as well. An area that used to be, where did it used to be? Because we have Mid-South up here. Don't we?
Yeah, I mean, like the there's not a lot like in the central US, I don't think.
Did we say Mid-South had been basically eaten up?
Eaten up by WCCW. So I don't know that it necessarily matters like where they were operating out of when this happened. They could have just claimed some territory.
The up are the middle, the farm belt, we'll say.
Yeah.
Belt where they have created, where the Russians have created we're going to use paradise based on communistic
Yeah.
principles. Here, Uncle Ivan.
Yeah, because they were starting. It was like right when they were, because 86, 87 was. Let's see here. So 86 was Magnum's accident, and that's when they started turning at least Nikita face. So
Crusher Khrushchev. Was it? No, was it? Yeah, it was Crusher Khrushchev because he was. Darso was.
Darso was. Let's see here.
I love the idea of Nikita being like this hero of the people.
Yeah, and then, maybe the others are still kind of in it for themselves.
All right, there we go. Yeah, I kind of imagine Uncle Ivan as kind of like Stalin or Ivan the Terrible. Like sitting on the throne making dictates.
Yeah.
Crusher Khrushchev being like his heavy. No goddamn Kevin Dunn. No. I refuse to have anything to do with that bucktooth son of a bitch. Oh, God, I hate that guy with a fucking passion. Although I'm very interested, we were talking about this yesterday, what's going to happen with the E now that Trips is in charge and apparently NXT is going back to when it was good. I'm very torn on Triple H as a human, so.
So yeah, there was. Let's see here.
What else we thinking? What else can we?
I mean, yeah, the Russian team was big. You had Kernodle and.
Who else are we missing?
Don Kernodle was part of it initially.
Was that in 87 or was that?
Russian Assassin 1 and 2. That was late. But... Let's see.
Okay, the Russian team, and let's see if we can find it. Well, Magnum was hurt in 86.
Yeah.
Vladimir Petrov. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I think it's more just, here's a
Dick Murdoch was part of the Russians? Oh my God, Dickie Murdoch. Who is this Vladimir Petrov? The Russian assassin.
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, I think he just mostly just you're kind of like. Oh, he didn't debut till 87, so he's.
Yeah, so he's perfect in our timeline.
He's just kind of a blank slate of.
He's a good under heavy to be thrown around.
Yeah, I mean,
was he also Duke the Dumpster Drozy?
I don't think so.
He's a buff boy.
He is a big dude.
He definitely fits the model. Okay. Anyway, so we got the collective, got the machines, we got the Midnight Riders. Things are getting wild. Things are buck wild. What else we got?
The Russian assassins were with Paul Jones at some point.
They lead the Russian assassins. I'm thinking the Russian assassins are just like extremely Stockholm syndrome farmers of the collective who just put on Russian assassin masks.
Yeah, that works.
We got a lot of like masks being like
we do,
which I don't mind. I think it's kind of an interesting. It's like you're eliminating your individualism to join like this thing bigger than you.
Yeah.
Which also makes it interesting if someone offers a PC a mask.
Oh, yeah.
It's basically like saying you're affiliating yourself with me. You're foregoing your old identity. You're becoming something greater than yourself. Because you as a person, I can eliminate you. But now you're about to become an idea, and an idea cannot be eliminated. It's kind of that idea of that kind of I can't think of what I'm trying to get across, but
well, I think there was
a little bit of a heavy thing for a game about a post-apocalyptic wrestling, but
well, there was even some of that in the Kyle Starks comic with Thunderfoot 1 and Thunderfoot 2.
Yeah. No, I think it is a direct kind of. Again, I like the idea of our things being different, but definitely like taking from Kyle Starks.
Yeah.
I hope someone would reach out to him and let him know like this is going on.
once we have like an actual like game, I'll. The Ding Dongs didn't debut till 89.
Was Jim Herd around in 1987?
I'm sure he was. I don't know what his role was.
All right.
Because I don't think he took over till later. Yeah, 88.
Okay. Okay. What else do we want to plug in today?
Mm. Yeah, what other?
Any other like heavy inspiration that move this onto its own page or dividing this up just a little bit.
Let's see. Okay, so that was Vader.
You can also just work on some keywords as well.
I'm trying to think of other stuff that I've kind of, that inspires. Hey, Super Spike.
Super Spike. All right. Well, let's look at these finishers then. While we're kind of
Yeah.
anything jumping out at you here.
Sorry, I'd get a.
No, you're good.
I ran into a name that I loved, and I got to figure out if he's at all. He didn't debut till '88, and what he even debuted as. But the original player, Lance Romance.
Oh,
But I think he debuted as Randy B. Bad.
Oh, God damn it. That's also great.
Anyway. All right. So, what do we got?
Apparently, dude who was Vladimir Petrov also did wrestle in WWE.
Oh.
He was a prelim wrestler.
Okay.
So we were talking yesterday, and Beard was talking about that picture he took of the BMX boy.
Yes.
We've decided that that dude's name is BMX Lothario. And that is either a great name for a band, a great NPC name, an NXT name, Or I said, what if it is a bad supervillain who's like the ringmaster, except for he spins his BMX wheels to hypnotize you. And we were like, oh damn, BMX Lothario is definitely going to get some run somewhere. I was like, yeah, BMX Lothario is now in the Rolodex of weird shit to put into a game.
Just working somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's see if I can find a finish somewhere or special ability that makes sense here.
Yeah.
I'm losing a little bit of mental focus today. My apologies to everyone.
It's okay.
We got cool stuff. It's just I would like to.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like Dr. Mindbender, except for the bike. Oh, that's great. Ooh. When another player makes you suffer a wound, gain destiny, or in our case, it would be momentum. I kind of like that. For no yob, whenever you put yourself in a position to take harm for another PC, you take plus momentum for each level of harm gained.
Okay.
So it's basically like you're taking the bullet and you're just gaining momentum doing it. I really like that. I mean, that's an interesting. It's a finisher because that could quickly become abusable. That would definitely become a power. I would be like, guess what I'm using. Let's see if there's a. Yeah, it works. I think that's good. Let's see if we can find another game we haven't quite dug into. Oh, I saw that Paper Girls started on Amazon.
Oh.
I loved that comic. Man, that was a good comic.
Yeah, I haven't read it. I've heard good things.
It's real good. Let's check this out and see if it's. This is a little. I like it, but it's a little. That's a little bit magey for what we want to do. Let's take a look at this one.
Yeah, I'm digging through here.
I don't think I've ever even looked at this Ruma game. That's interesting. And this is all Gang Boys. Let's look at the Gladiator. Mike Awesome. Oh, damn. Savagery is great. When you inflict harm, you may take one harm to inflict another harm.
Oh, jeez.
Where should we Miracle Violence Connection? Do you think that works there?
I think that works there. Absolutely.
That's great. That is.
Yeah.
Dang, that's good. You listening to anything today, Matt?
No, I'm not. I gotta get some headphones for down here.
You're the biggest dickus in that game? Not that I'm aware of.
I mean, not yet.
Okay, I like this studied combatant as well, but I don't think it's a finish. I think it would be up here in the regular moves. I would like to figure out a title for it, though. Basically, what it does is if you take a turn, or if you take a moment to, how do they say it? When you take the time to observe an enemy in battle, you take +1 ongoing against that enemy until the end of your battle.
Did we have something for like scouted? Or tail of the tape or something?
Tail of tape.
Yeah.
You're right. Okay, we already have that. You're right.
Nice.
All right. I think we've exhausted that. Well, let's look at Babes in the Woods.
I definitely pulled some from there. It's tough to find like finishers. I guess I'm not, so is it going to be you get multiples of the other ones and one finisher?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 of your choice and one the others and one finisher. Did you say you took from Babes in the Woods already?
I did, but I mean, you might find something in there that I missed or is more, kind of grabs you.
Oh, bottle up. You can only keep your feelings suppressed for so long before you explode. Roll, add your current harm value to your next move, then heal 1 harm. 7 through 9, add your current harm value to your next move. I guess it's not as good. And this game is based off, what was that animated series with Elijah Wood doing the voice? It was a mini series. It was on Cartoon Network. It was Beyond the Wall.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Sounds familiar, yeah.
The 2 brothers. It's really good. In fact, I want to know real bad now. Over the garden wall.
Okay. Yep. I have heard of that.
It's real good. Highly, highly recommended. Oh, brace yourself is really good. Okay. You prepare yourself for incoming harm. Describe how you intend to block the approaching attack. Roll STM. Cancel one on 10 plus. Cancel one incoming harm. Immediately attempt to cause harm to the attacker. 7 to 9. Cancel one incoming harm, but garner the attention of the attacker.
I like this. I don't know what you would call it.
But I don't know if that's really a finish or quality move.
This here, I'm gonna put this in the private chat. I don't know what the hell we would call that, but
Visions of Death. Ooh, Visions of Death is great. We'd have to need to come up with a name
we'd have
for
to find something for it, but yes.
For that.
Going
over?
Or
The Push.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Roll plus. I can't remember what stat we used for that. I can never remember anything. It is kayfabe.
Kayfabe?
Mm-hmm. That is potentially really nasty.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's awesome.
We had something like that.
What's a good one for that? Brace yourself. I put it in the chat. It's basically like if you like bear down.
Shit, what would be a...
It's like countering, I guess. Catch as catch can.
Yeah, that could work.
I'm going to say this is roll plus work.
Yeah.
Since it's more of a, rather than a stiff.
Let's see.
Matthew, I think it's almost 11.
It is.
Um,
I'm just, having fun. So
yes, for sure. This is really we've gotten some weird stuff done today. Thank you, chat, for all of your assistance as always. We're down to only 3.
yeah, what are we got left? Real rock and roll, 7 moves of doom, and tweener. Unless we come up with more.
Which is a distinct possibility.
Absolutely.
Okay. What about Russell?
All right. This is a longer one. But I like it, and maybe it could work for 7 moves of doom. I don't know. I like it because it's kind of got a bit of that Fist of the North Star, you're already dead.
Story of Ricky O.
Yeah.
I love that movie. Interesting. You didn't get the whole thing, Matt.
No, I think it's just let me pull it up here. Oh, what the heck? Oh, okay. Yeah, let me get the rest of it. Yeah, it's the character gets one hold over you, and then the other bit I pasted there.
And hold for us is history in this case. So this would be plus kayfabe. spin. It would be spin momentum. Here.
Yeah.
Momentum equal. Oh, equal.
Well.
Oh, that's really wild. You could hold that and then be like they die later from it.
Yeah. I like this one too. But that might just be more of a move.
What do we call it? Heat.
Yeah.
Spin it the same as both. Inflict one less harm than is done to you. This reduces. I really like that one. That's good. Ooh, I like that one. I do agree, though. It's probably more of a.
Yeah.
What is a good thing here, though, for a good name? Astro Manipulator.
Yeah.
So what would they roll? It wouldn't be kayfabe for this.
No, it'd be Smark.
Look at us, same page.
And then just replace the screw with the player.
What is that from? That
I've been finding a bunch of good stuff in the sword, the crown, and the whatever the hell, and the unspeakable power.
Oh, nice.
There's been some, yeah. There's some other good ones in there for sure. I'm gonna leave that up because that's where I found those last two, and there's some definitely some other that might.
What do we say instead of the screw? Just the PC.
Yeah. Yeah, the screw is a class. I mean, yeah, there's one in here where it's you have like acid blood. So when you're wounded by a weapon that's messy or harmed in a messy way, PCs near you have to avoid being sprayed by your blood.
Yeah. So it couldn't be. It could be acid. It could be radioactivity. It could be alcohol.
Yeah.
It could be demon's blood. You don't know.
I mean, there's no advantage for you though I think that's just part of like your class. Well, or maybe it's just. I mean, NPCs probably aren't so lucky. So yeah, you can if you get hurt, it'll hurt them too. Essentially, just turn yourself into a acid fountain. All right. I'm going to take off. Chat. You guys are fabulous as always.
Definitely.
And yeah, I hope everybody has a fantabulous Sunday. Thank
Matt,
you.
where are you going to be so folks can?
You'll find me Tuesday on Tiny Bang Tuesdays like normal. We're doing some more Star Wars. I'll probably be back here next Sunday. So, woo woo.
I'm also taking off. I still have to finish my work for DNO. I'll be on tomorrow night for Down Outlands. I will be on with Star Wars on Wednesday, but that's not broadcast yet. I'll be on next Friday for Bad at Games. I don't know what we're doing. Maybe more Dino business.
You seem excited about it.
Yeah. Who doesn't like getting yeeted by dinosaurs? All right. For all you sexy binks out there, as always, thank you greatly for your time, attention, and assistance. Hope you all have a wonderful Sunday, and we will see you on the flip side.
Bye.
Bye.